This is a demonstration of our common board, which is a powerful but simple way to view and edit data within Clarity. So the common board allows you to view records as a card in a column fashion. So one of the things you can do within the common board is to stack rank your cards within a particular column, and that position is saved within the system as well. You can also select a particular card and view the details in our details flyout. And as you go ahead and select different cards, the contents of the flyout will update and change. So to control the column headers for the board, it's based on a particular static lookup value. And for this example, using the idea type. So if we expand this out, we have three values: major project, application change, and infrastructure deployment. And that is displayed as the column headers within the board. So say, for example, I take this card, bundle mobile devices, and move it to a new column. Now, as you can see, you can only move it from one column to the next, but also the control of the position of that card within a particular column. So if I drop it, it does two things. It moves it from major project to application change, but it changes the value of the idea type from major project to application change. So it's not only you can view the cards in a column fashion, but you can also update the data just by dragging and dropping a card from one column to the next. So how do you control which column values or change the lookup value you have in your board? And to do that, go into View Options, and on the columns, you can choose another lookup value. So here I can select goal, and then it updates the column headers based on the value in the lookup value goal, and all the records that have been applied and have it defined for each one and where they line up in each column. You can also control the color by. Right here is business unit priority, and it's the color bar on the left-hand side of each of the tiles here. The color is based on the display mappings that are defined in Studio for that particular lookup value that you select, if it's defined. You can also control the card title. You can also control the card fields, which are here. You have up to 4 fields you can define as part of your card fields. And here, you just pull down and search and select it. You also have up to 3 metric values that you can define for your card and it displays at the bottom of each card. And as you close this out, we also have a legend that kind of gives a highlight of each of the different values that are displayed within the card based on the fields, the metrics, and the colors. Kind of a handy tip if you want to find out what is defined for each card. Say, for example, you're going through the columns and you don't see a lookup value that matches what you want to do. So say if you want to find out for your upcoming fiscal year what ideas are in plan that we're going to investigate. And what you had to probably do before is go to your administrator, have them create that lookup value for you, and then you're able to use it as part of your board. But what's unique as part of the board, end users now can create that field and utilize it within their board via our pick list, our local pick list. So if I go into here now, I created one already called Teams. If I click in here and edit, I can not only add new choices as well, but also too, I can control the color for each of these particular items that I created. And if I click done, I can go back here and choose, say for columns, Teams. So if I go in here, choose a Teams, and then without having to go to the administrator, I can create a field and utilize it within my board. And I can also use it as a color by as well. So I choose it, all the appropriate colors for each of the different teams display for each of the different card titles. I can also use that local pick list as part of the card fields. So for example, if I search for teams, I can then add that as an item within the card fields. Like here, you can add it that ways. Also, too, this local pick list is available inside the flyout. So if I select this item, click on the details, I can configure and add it to the flyout as well. So go ahead, drag and drop it into a particular field, exit, and that local pick list is available in the flyout. And last but not least, you can also filter on that field and local pick list as well. So go ahead and choose Blackhawks and Crushers, and it will actually show and filter based on that local pick list value. So it's very powerful in what you can do. And what you had before had to go through administrator, the end user can do that as well. So with that, that concludes my demonstration of the Common Board.